We back. Welcome back to my channel. Let me talk again with another video. And today is my first ever episode of my podcast. The goal was to start this podcast because, I see a lot of things in life that need some addressing. And I feel like if you are able to see something that needs some fixing, that needs your opinion, you should talk about it. And that's the reason I started this podcast. And the whole time I've been making videos instead of podcasts. And this is going to be a real series of my number one um, episode of my podcast. And I'm really excited about it. And what I'm going to talk about is just giving an overview of my podcast and why I'm doing it and what's the purpose behind it and what I'm going to be doing, just to give an idea on what's to come. And basically, if I have to do a little introduction for my podcast, it's a podcast about faith. Number one, for sure, is faith. Life, talk about life in general, and that's my passion. I like to talk about life because I feel like we're here for a reason and everything happened for a reason. So you just always got to open your mind to understand why things happen to you, why you go through the things you go through, why everything happens. So I feel like this is a never ending topic. Like we can draw topics from all aspects of life, financially, spiritually, health. It don't matter. So I feel like that's the number one focal point of my podcast, to talk about life and whatever's in it. And another thing is to talk about success, because I believe as a young man, we all chase success. We all trying to be successful. So I have my own view on success. I have my own view in life. So I feel like a podcast would be a place to display that, because I probably don't have the same beliefs in life as everybody. And I feel like I could be controversial, but in reality, I'm not. I just have my own opinion. I think for myself, and I'm welcoming people that think for themselves too. And another thing I'll be doing on this podcast is to have people come on my podcast and we challenge each other to grow. You know, I don't really like to follow the status quo or whatever people got going on, like the celebrity lifestyle. I don't follow none of that. I don't watch shows. I don't watch movies. So I feel like this is a place where people that think for themselves can come and open up and talk about whatever they believe, whatever they've been thinking about, and we can discuss it and be highly analytical about everything, and we can try to make sense of it. And I'm that type of person. I don't mind being challenged. I don't mind challenging other people, but it's all love though, because I feel like life is it's a puzzle that needs to be solved. So I'm just here living life and learning from it and trying to find out why I go through the things I go through, why I feel the same, why I feel the way I feel, why I talk the way I talk. Everything have meanings behind it. Something caused something. Somebody can be happy, somebody can be mad the next day. So somebody can be dead in the next minute. So life is going on. So there's a lot of lessons to draw from life. So I try to focus on life the most. And another thing is resilience. We're going to talk about resilience because I believe without resilience, you can only be a partial of a man. You can't be a full man, because as a man, resilience is key. Without resilience, you can't achieve your goals. Without resilience, you can't do anything you say you was going to do. Resilience is number one. It's at the top. Another thing I'm going to talk about is mental toughness. And I'm a living statement of this. Mental toughness is one of the most important thing a man can have, because we in a world where society is trying to change your mindset, trying to make you think away, trying to conform to the societal norms. And if you're mentally tough, you can carve your own path. You can find your own way out of everything. Things may be hard, but for the mental tough person, they're okay with going through that hardship because they know they're gonna come out different. So mental toughness is key for every successful person. You have to be mentally tough, because people's gonna come at you when you're getting better. People's gonna disrespect you when you're trying to be your own man, trying to find your own path, trying to live life according to the way you see life. Not according to what you are being told. You question everything. So if you're not mentally tough, you can never ever create your own way. You're only gonna follow other people's way, and those people are mentally tough because they had to go through it till they got, till they got whatever they wanted. For you to create a computer, you have to go against the grain. You have to think outside the box, to think like, oh, there's something called computer. If I can make this, people can do a lot of things on the internet, and then you make it. It was not available to everybody. So You have to be mentally tough. You have to stick with what you say you was going to do. That comes with resilience. You have to keep trying to one day you break through. Same thing with the light bulb, They tried it too many times to invent it. It wasn't happening until it happened. That's resilience, that's mental toughness, that's faith, and that's life in general. So another thing, no fear. This is something I'm gonna emphasize a lot because I believe as a man you shouldn't fear. I'm not saying don't feel fear because you're gonna feel fear. You can control what you feel, but don't dwell in fear. Don't act in fear. You know what I'm saying? Just be your own man. Fear is just a bubble. It's a cloud. It's a vapor. It's nothing. It's smoke, and it won't hurt you. It's just gonna blur your vision. But if you don't dwell in it, you can wait till the smoke, fade away, and you can have a clear view. So I believe that a lot of people ride the smoke. They don't stay calm and let the smoke go, and then just breathe, and then just look at life and look at all the beauty. People just follow the smoke and then tell themselves, I can't see anything. There's no blessing for me here. There's no grace for me here. Life is hard for me. It's because you're not relaxing and let the smoke bypass you, and then you can look and find your own way. So another thing is also warrior mentality. That's basically like resilience and mental strength. You have to be a warrior. I'm sticking to this, and I must sink with this. I'm with this boat, and I'm gonna be the last person to jump off this boat if anything happens, because everybody's life is in my hand. As a man, your goal is to make it so other people can have a less stressed life. Your wife, your mom, your kids, you're supposed to suffer for them. So as a man, you have to be the captain of your family. You have to be captain of your boat. So you have to have that warrior mentality. No retreat, and we see the end on the board. When you watch a movie and at the end it said the end, you have to have the mentality of, if I said I want to be a podcaster, if I say I want to be a social media influencer, then I can't stop until I am. And if I'm not, then I'm dead. That's the warrior mentality. That's the only way you're going to achieve whatever you say you was going to achieve. Whether if you are qualified enough to be the top podcaster or top influencer or not, resilience, warrior mentality is what's going to get you there. Whether you speak eloquently or not, whether you're smart or not, whether you know what you're doing or not, you just learn. It's simple. Everything's on YouTube. Everything is everywhere around you. And another thing I'm going to be focusing on this podcast, no mentorship. I know it sounds crazy. Everybody want to have a mentor. Everybody want to have somebody that already walked the same path as you to cut your race short so you can get to success faster. My point of view on this is, what's the purpose of you succeeding faster? It's because you're trying to run away from the wisdom from the hard times, and wisdom comes from hard times, failure, and everything that's negative. That's how wisdom comes. But you can get the knowledge from the mentor. They will teach you something, and you can use that knowledge to get out of problems. But you're not really wise. So if you're not wise, you can't really teach. If you're not wise, your words won't have a vibe of somebody that actually experienced it. So the people that you following as mentors, they most likely experienced the feelings they went through, and they solved it with their own mind. I went through this setback. I didn't look for a mentor. I didn't have a mentor. I just relaxed and find a solution out of my mind, to program my mind to give me solution to always get out of these type of things whenever I find myself in this situation. And then you get out of it. That's what you call wisdom. And those are the type of people that can teach. And when they speak, you can feel the emotion, because whenever they're talking about those hard times, it's like they're back in those times. They can give you the same exact feelings they got. So that's the difference between a powerful podcaster, a powerful motivational speaker, than a regular one that just educated to read books. I don't got no problem with books. I believe the greatest books was wrote by great people, but the people that learn all those qualities from a book cannot be as great as the man that wrote the book, because the man that wrote the book had to go through it to know the detail, to know everything, to know the feeling, and they can explain it in such a way that you can never explain because you only read it. You can only explain as far as the book is allowing you. But if you bring the person that wrote the book, they can sit here and talk about it all day because they can give you every scenario. from the time they woke up to the time they went to sleep, from the time they wrote the first letter on the book to the last one. They can give you everything, how they felt, all that. You can only give what you know. You can't give what you feel because you never experienced it. That's my problem with reading. Maybe that I have a problem with my vocab not being that good, but I don't care. I only focus on my life. This is the path of my life, right? Let's assume this is my path. I only look in here. I don't want to see what's here or what's here. I'm staying here. Whatever is revealed to me, whatever obstacle here, I have to fix it to pass to the next one. I'm not looking forward. I don't care if this person is already ahead of me. They can easily tell me how to pass it. I don't want to pass it because I know the wisdom is necessary. You never know when you're going to need that wisdom until it's too late. And you don't want to be the person to know it all, but you never experienced it. Imagine every man flocked to the books, that the self-improvement books. Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. All these books is great, wrote by great people, but you cannot be as great as them because you only read it. You didn't experience it. You didn't feel what you felt. You didn't go through what they went through. So if you have a motivational speaking event where all of you guys sit and just have a conversation, or let's just say a podcast with all those great people that you read and you believe you understand the scriptures a lot, like you understand it fully. If you start having a conversation with those people, or the people that have the same mindset, that actually went through the same thing, that actually experienced those things, you're gonna realize quickly that you don't really belong to that room, because when they say something, they have something to back it up. When they say something, they have a story to back it up. You don't. You only quote unquote, this person said that, quote unquote, this person said that. That's all you know. Yes, you are educated, you are smart, but you're not wise. So wisdom is key. And the only time you get wisdom is if you focus on your path. Like I said, don't look at other people's paths, only look at your path. This is the only thing I look at. I don't care if I'm the dumbest person, I don't care if I'm the smartest, but at least I know me, I know my path. So I must be smart to know my path. So you can't tell me nothing. If you come in my world, if I call this a banana in my world, and in the general world that everybody lives, they call it something else. You gonna try to change me to think like, no, this is not a banana. This is whatever that name is. I'm gonna tell you, okay, you're right. To you, that's what it is, but to me, it's not. And I can give you a reason why I call it a banana. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And this, I know that might not be the best example, but it's like your world is your world. You give names. You see things the way you feel inspired to. You know, we can go through the same problems. I can get out of it using a different strategy, even though the end goal is the same. The end goal is to be free. We're in the same scenario. You think about it like, I'm going to run as fast as possible to get to the end zone. This person is thinking about it like, I'm going to take the shortcuts to get there. We all get into the same place. Eventually, we all going to be great. We all going to be that, but our paths is not different. So when we get to the end zone, we can sit and talk about it, and our stories won't be the same. But majority of people just don't want to take different routes, don't want to take their own path that makes sense to them. They just want to stick to the crowd. Let's all walk together. You're just going to have a conversation the whole time. You're not going to be bored. You're not going to be bored for sure because you're around the people. When you get to the end zone, what are you going to talk about? Nothing. So you're going to look for the next venture. And you're going to keep doing that your whole life because there's no substance. But if I take the shortcut, even though it might not be the easiest thing, it might be harder. I have to use my mind to navigate, to know where I'm going, where is north, where is south, to find my way, while this person can just run straight path and get to the end zone. When we get there, the first thing we're going to say, oh, how did you get it? Wow, I can't believe you made it. And then now we're going to have a whole conversation how we got there. I'm going to make you feel everything I felt through my conversation, through the way I talk. You also going to make me feel everything you felt. You run in there, how you was tired, how you fell, how you almost got bit by a snake. I'm going to tell you, how I almost fell into a river, and I thought the river was not deep, and I got into it. I almost drowned. I can tell you different things. We don't have to do the same thing. So I follow my path. And this is a podcast that's going to emphasize that a lot, and that's going to make it normal for people to follow their path. And yeah, another thing is lone wolf mentality. And this emphasizes what I just said. You have to be your own man, find your own path. You don't have to be with the pack. You don't have to be with the crowd. And I believe you're going to find your own way of doing things, and you're going to be your own success. Like, you're going to be your own version of success. There's multiple influencers that do the same thing, but they have different strategy. You know, some people might be content creators that create vlogs. Some people might be content creators that make challenges. But at the end of the day, we are all content creators, but different ways. Imagine all of them doing the same thing. You would have never discovered how talented you are as a challenge person, as a person that do content around challenge, as a person that do content around basketball. There's something that's driving you to let you know this is what you're good at, this is what you're good at. But people ignore it because they fear it. They don't want to be alone. They don't want to take that shortcut. They don't want to just run to the end zone and not knowing if they're going to make it or not. Or what if the other person makes it and I didn't make it? Should I just follow them? So you're second guessing yourself. You don't know yourself. So this bring me back to the topic of self-discovery. And this podcast is going to be about that. And my YouTube channel, if you look at it, it's a series of things that I found out in my path to self-discovery. And I know my videos might not be organized in a way where, it's professionally done. I did that deliberately. I just, whatever I feel at the moment, I don't want to sit here and plan and make it a video like a professional video. I just do it because eventually I can come back whenever I have the equipment to make it professional. I can do that. So for now, I just do whatever I feel, and eventually my knowledge is grouped in one place, which is YouTube, and I can go back and watch my video and remake it the right way. So this is just temporary. I believe there's big things coming, and I believe we're on the path to greatness. And I want everybody that believe that they're also on that path to greatness to join me. To join this podcast, to join. I'm saying we can talk. If you think you have a great mind, you think for yourself, you have the ability to solve problems. You have the ability to think out of the box. I just want you to holler at me on my Instagram, my TikTok, any platform you can imagine. Just DM me. You want to get on my podcast, and if you want to challenge me on the way I believe or the way I think, you can challenge me. And if you also want me to challenge, I can challenge you. If you also want to talk about a topic related to life or everything I just mentioned, you can DM me. We're gonna do it, and I'm available, and I'm dedicated to do this. And I believe this is gonna be the new era of content creation, which is positive and full of wisdom, full of knowledge, full of mental capacity, full of all the good stuff that a man must need in their lives. It's not just about entertainment. I don't really believe entertainment. And that's my thing. I have a TV in my room. I don't even watch TV. I don't even be on social media like that. I don't use Instagram. I don't even know how to use it. I just use it to post my contents because I believe for you to watch content, for you to watch all these things, you must be bored. And I don't never get bored because life is full of wisdom. Like I said, I have a lot of things that I don't even know the answers to. So I just relax. And to me, it's fun. I want to know things. I feel excited when I learn new things. And if I say learn new things, it's not just grabbing a book or I just ask myself questions as I go throughout my daily life work. I just get inspired and I just feel like, wow, oh, this makes sense. Like, I just realized this. The reason I went through this is because, what I'm saying? That feeling. So that's how I thrive. I want to learn things. I want to learn things on my own. Like, I believe your mind it's like a computer that's so powerful and you don't have to know the answers. You just ask yourself the questions. You might not get the answers at the time you want, but eventually you're gonna get the answers when you need it most. And I believe if you believe in God, you're gonna see, and if you're the type of person that think a lot, you're gonna see how real God is because sometimes you can think of something and you just get the answer. You just meet somebody to talk about it. You can ask God for help about something. You will find a video that will teach you exactly what you're looking for. Or you can be in not so good vibration that you drifting away from God and you come across a video that's talking about exactly what you're going through and how to get out of it. If you believe in God and you think a lot, nothing happened on accident. Everything's a coincidence. You don't just do things just because you want to. You do things because you are inspired and now you think about it. Oh, this is the solution. How do you know? You didn't force yourself to find a solution. It's just pop in your head and you choose the right thing. We all know there's two voices in our head. You choose the right one, you choose the wrong. That's up to you. It's either your ego is giving you your choices or your real soul, yourself is giving you your choices. And the people that really have their soul operating for them, working for them, those are the people that's being looked at as the villains, but in reality they're the heroes, like all these superheroes. At first they are looked at as the villain, you know, but in reality they're the hero. They're the one saving a lot. They're the one that's changing a lot in the background. So This podcast is basically depicting that type of person. I believe I am. So, and another thing is being yourself. Being yourself is something that I can't emphasize enough. You have to be yourself. And my life is a statement for that. I don't really have a lot of friends. I don't really have a lot of people I can talk to. I don't really have a lot of people I can just be like, come on, let's do the podcast. And then, I have to do everything on my own because I like that. Because I believe when you're around friends, you compromise a lot. Not to say compromising is bad. It's just like, it's easier to be distracted from your path. Other people that you care about so much, as friends that you love so much, they'll give you the opinion, and sometimes it's hard not to take it, especially if you don't know exactly what you're doing. You know, and what's the purpose of being a friend with somebody if you don't value their opinion, if you don't respect their mind, if you don't, And I'm the type of person that question everything. So if I don't believe your point of view in life, the way you see life, the way you think, I can't be your friend because eventually you're gonna have to try to give me an advice when I'm suffering and when I'm struggling. I can be knocked off my path. I can become an addict. I can become something. And I want a friend around me that can easily bring me back to my senses. I don't want just friends that okay with everything. So I have to trust your mind. I have to trust your ability to think. I have to trust your faith for me to even be friends with you. So all of that have a role to play with me not being friends with people. And one more thing I don't mind adding to my podcast, which is not guaranteed yet, is talk about relationship dynamics, like men and women. I see a lot of people talk about it online. I have a lot of takes on it. It's not that much. That's why I don't even want to add it to my podcast, but I don't mind talking about it. If somebody on my podcast want to join and talk about that, I don't mind doing that. But that's a topic I want to stay away from because I feel like people are so sensitive, but the truth is revealing itself anyways. You don't have to mention it. You don't have to have a podcast about it. You don't have to keep talking about women and men. But the truth is life is just revealing itself. Life is solving the problem for itself anyways, you know? And the reason I say life is solving the problem, look at it. For the past 5 years, feminism been a big movement. Women think they're powerful, they're strong, they can do everything a man does. And most likely they probably make a lot more money than young women make more money than young men. Of course, not all grown men, but young men, like, I'm saying, from 25 and below, women probably make more money than the young men. And that was the goal, right? They did it, and now what? They all want a man. But in reality, they all fucked up because in the process of making that money for themselves, they've been fucked over, they've been disrespected, they've been used by a lot of men, sleeping with a lot of men, thinking they know what they're doing. In reality, as a woman, your job is to be as modest as possible. Just stay in your role and be under the leadership of your dad until you are married, and then your dad will take over and pass you over to your husband, and your husband will be your leader and your guider. Because a women are sick. Women are spiritual beings. They are supposed to be watched over. They are supposed to be cared for, loved for the right way. But now I feel like a lot of women are messed up. They don't like peace. They don't like people respecting them. They like anything negative because they've been through a lot. They've been through a lot that they're not supposed to go through. Chasing money. Being masculine. That's man stuff. And we all know being a man is hard because you getting your money. It's not easy. Everybody want to fuck you over to win. Everybody want to mess you up so they can win. Everybody wants you to finish last because they want to finish first. And a woman is joining this competition. And the men themselves that's being pushed at the back is pushing the women to the front because by pushing them to the front, they can have access to her sexually any other way. So the women are winning, but at the cost of them losing their essence that's making them appealing to men, to real men. Real men. You have to keep that thing. And I'm the type of person, I really believe that it's not, you don't have no dignity to take advantage of women just because you have something to offer. But what I was going to say is, look at the women now. They're winning, they're making money, but they lost because they became masculine. They went through a lot. Usually men is the one that go through a lot of hard things, a lot of mental, things that they, eventually for them to be a real man, they have to solve all the problems they went through. They've been broken. They have to fix themselves to even be more successful. So now women are more broken than ever because they put themselves in that situation. Nobody else did but them. and they don't realize it until their late 30s and 40s. Now they look back, they're like, it wasn't worth it. And let me tell you my point of view on women. Spiritually speaking, women are like a bank that have an infinite amount of wealth, anything positive. You don't have to be money, wealth, kids, all that, everything to manifest, to materialize everything. You know, as a man, you work and then your money is just in your bank and you go take it out. So let's assume the woman is the bank. Because I read a religious scripture that said, whatever you're looking for as a man, like it's inside of your woman. You know, let's say you're married. Whatever you're looking for is inside of your woman. That's why your job is to respect them, treat them with respect, like, give them whatever they deserve, give them the love. You know what I'm saying? Don't break them, don't hurt them, because it's easy for a man for people to break a man, try to break the man to test them how much of a man you are. It's easy for, what I'm saying, to fuck over a man just so you can win. But a woman, usually people always push them to the front. No, you go ahead, you go first. I'm gonna open the door for you. You can take my seat. You want the job? Both I let you have it. You a woman, I understand. So women always have that easy thing, because they are banks. If I say banks, not disrespectfully, spiritually speaking, in a way, so you can understand what I'm saying. So women are like banks that have everything you can imagine as a man. So if these same women is saying they don't want to be they don't want to be around armed security to protect them so people don't rob them, and they say, no, I can protect myself, let me go, like telling their fathers, like, I want to be a bad bitch, I want to do that, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Your father is supposed to be the armed security guard that's always around to protect you, because people trying to rob you of what you got. And whatever you got is for you and your kids and your husband. You know what I'm saying? Together you raise a family. Whatever is in you to manifest. But the woman is saying, no, I don't want to listen to my dad. I don't want to do that. I don't want to listen to my man. I'm just going to be free. I'm a young woman. I want to have fun. Imagine the bank being in the street by itself. The door is not locked. Tell me what's going to happen. They're going to rob you. They're going to take everything you got. And by the time you get home, by the time you realize you was a bank, you don't have nothing to offer. That's what's going on. They don't have nothing to offer now. Look at what they're doing. They're all messed up. No soul. Doing OnlyFans and all these things. And if you say they get mad, I don't care how you feel. The truth is the truth. I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. If you're going to allow your bank to be open with no security, you don't want your father to be your security guard, you don't want your husband to be your security, you just want to be free, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? You can be free. Who has something to lose? It's you and the man that's going to marry you. And if that man really know himself, he know who he is, like I said, going through all life and learning themselves, who they are, what they stand for, they know what to go for, And that's why all these women, they only stay with men that can handle them. They don't stay with men that really will bring them back to reality. They want a man that can handle them the way they are broken. You have to be a bad boy. You have to be able to raise your voice at her to make her feel like a woman. You have to do all that. It's cool. Y'all can have all that. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Every young man want to be the bad guy and say, we not the bad guy. I'm just going to be me, live life and understand the purpose of life and move accordingly. I don't have to make myself a bad guy, a tough guy, just because what I look like trying to be a tough to a woman. Yeah, I can easily tell you, shut up, do that. You're going to do it. And what am I going to do? Feel good? I don't operate on my ego. And I don't want the people that are operating here to operate on their ego either. So let them have it. Let the bad boys have the bad girls. They're empty anyway. They don't have nothing to offer. They have all these over the surface type of conversation. Who's the table? Who's that? Fuck all the table. What's in you? Who are you inside? You don't even know. And you think you're something just because you have money, you look good, your skin is glowing? Fuck that. We have to bring the reality back to reality. But that's why I say this is not even a matter of topic talking about or nothing. At this point, life is bringing it back because all these women realizing that. And now they're looking for good men. And they turn all the good men bad because they're looking for women. They can't get them, so they're changing themselves to become the bad guy that they're not really. And they're fucking themselves up. Simple. The truth is, if women allow themselves to be looked at as the bank where all this wealth and this world is, and they allow their fathers to protect them, to be the armor guard, to protect them, and they're not out there in clubs and all that, men won't be there. Every man will be following their purpose. Take all the women out of the clubs and lounges. How many men is going to go there? None. That's why when you go to clubs, men pay, women don't pay because women are the most important one in the clubs. So it don't have nothing to do. People see the truth and just shut the fuck up just because they don't want to piss them off. They don't want to lose their platform. I don't care about losing my platform. I don't care about whatever's going on. The truth is the truth. That's what I see. That's what I say. Like I said, I focus on my life. According to my life, that's what I see and that's what I said. You know, I don't care about pissing off nobody, but the truth is the truth because eventually we're going to have kids in this world. So if you know the truth and you don't say it, you allowing this world to become what it is so your kids can come into it, just become just like whatever life is teaching them. And I ain't doing that. If I'm having kids in this world, I'm gonna try my best, my everything I have in me to see, to try to change life, to make it the way I see life to be. So my kids can come and live life according to what I believe is best. So if you're a woman and you're seeking guidance and you want to change your ways or you want to become or you want to live life the right way, you don't have to listen to the mainstream media. Just dig deep inside of your soul. Listen to your parents, especially your dad. You know, nowadays, even men don't like their dad because their dad showed them tough love. He's the armor god in your family. He's the one that was protecting you. All the SWAT team, he got all of that. So whatever he's telling you to do, do it. Because he can't just be like, oh, I'm sorry, son, do this. Like, you're not going to look at him like a security, like a protector. But women run away from that. When they see a man giving them authority, I don't want you to act like this. I don't want you to dress like that. I don't want you to do that. I don't have nothing to gain. I don't give a fuck if you dress like that. If somebody do anything to you, I wouldn't be there anyways to know. By the time I know, it's too late. So who is harm way? It's you. I'm just trying to protect you. It's not being insecure. It's the truth. So basically, we have to come back to reality. You know, you are a bank full of everything you can imagine, everything you want. And imagine you choose your man at a young age. You get married to them. Everything you acquired yourself. Like now, all these women are winning. They're making money. You was going to get that anyways, whether you did it yourself or not. The goal is to you to be a partner to your man and push him because the man is more capable than you. But whatever is in you already that you're manifesting right now, you was going to manifest it through your man. And what's going to happen? He's going to take care of you and your kids. Especially no man. I don't give a fuck how evil you are. If you know your woman is on your side, everything he say has to benefit the family, not just her. She's not being selfish. She's not being selfish. She's doing everything that's best for the family. Oh, I really hope you have a good day today. You make a lot of money. You come, I'm saying you give all the good vibe. You push him. You motivate him. That man is going to give it all. Even when he don't feel at his best, he will never wrong that woman because he will feel that guilt inside of him. Like, this woman is really for us. She's not for herself. She's none of that. She's for us. And whatever money you make, I don't give a fuck. If you're a woman, you're making 100 million today. With that ability of that 100 million, if you chose your man and stay with that man, y'all was gonna make that 100 million anyways because of you. Like I said, you are the bank. You're motivating him. You make him believe what you believe already. It's gonna happen. You're not doing nothing special. You're only manifesting what's in you, and you think you're winning. You're not winning. Your goal is to win through your man, through your family, so you're always protected as a bank. But now you're winning. You're manifesting everything you have, but your soul is gone. You're empty. You are a loser in life, and not to disrespect, but that's the truth. What's the purpose for you to come in this world and you don't even know where your soul, what's the condition of your soul, how powerful you are, what's your gifts? You only know money, and I'm going out there working, putting your body out there for useless men to look at you. And the way they look at you, you don't even feel respected. How it feels. Back then, fathers don't even like their daughters to wear revealing clothes because it's disrespectful to the family. Imagine walking with your dad and the man is you wearing a revealing clothes, and your dad is just looking at like a guy is just looking at you in a lustful way, and the father sees that. He want to go kill that man, but what can he do? What can he do? He ain't touch her. He ain't call her. He ain't do nothing. He ain't say nothing sexual. She just displayed it and he looked. And that man is dying inside. He's just standing there like, fuck. I wish I can just kill this nigga. I wish I can just, you know what I'm saying? He feels like that. But he can't do anything because his daughter just chose to wear that shit. No man want to see nobody looking at their wives or their daughters in that way. You know, I feel some type of way if I go out with my family, my siblings, and man just look at them in a way. Like, I want to do something. I want to just, because like, why are you looking at it like that? Like, why are you looking at my, you know what I'm saying? I get mad. Like, it's disrespectful to a man. I'm walking. Don't you see me walking with her? Don't you see me doing that? Why are you looking at her like that? Now you disrespecting me, not even her. But now that's gone. Dads don't care. Their daughter can be whatever hoes in front of them. They don't care because they can't say anything. If you're trying to force her to change, if you're trying to put two and two together to make her understand that whatever she's on is not the right way, she's gonna run away from you, and she's probably gonna be worse than what she's gonna be when she's living at your house anyway. So I feel bad for the fathers. I feel bad for the husbands that don't have the women that listen to them. But the truth is, value yourself like you have all these precious things in the world in you as a woman, because you have it in you. But you allow these useless people to just have it their ways with you, and naturally they all regret it. When they get in their 40s and 50s, let's assume they had 10 bodies. They will regret 9 of them. Man, this nigga don't deserve me. This nigga don't deserve me. Why do you feel like you got robbed? It's because you got robbed. You know, if any woman sleep with a man and they're not together no more, she feel robbed more than the nigga. The guy don't feel robbed. He feel happy. That's why they simp for women, because they want to gain something. Why would I make myself stupid? And no man want to look stupid. But for this woman, I'll make myself stupid till I get what I want. What's there for you to get? It's not just the sex. Like I said, the woman is the bank. You're trying to rob her of something. What are you trying to rob her for? Your choice. We don't gotta talk about this topic. We don't even gotta talk about it, because life is doing what life's supposed to do. They all regret it. They're all sad. They just want to say it. You created your life. You feel whatever feeling that comes with that life. You created it, and then you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy your money. You enjoy whatever you got. And the people that's suffering for you that you don't even know about. You know? The people that's suffering for you that you don't even know about, your parents, your dad, all that. Just imagine how they feel looking at you being the way you are, and they didn't raise you to be that. How they feel? Don't be selfish. Just think about everything. Your brethren that's looking at you like, you have so much potential if you only knew. You know? Imagine the woman that's always revealing themselves like all that. They will get a lot of male attentions, but none of them really want them for marriage or serious shit. But the woman that's modest, he can only have one male attention in life, and that man will never quit until he marry her, because he really want her for her soul. It's not just for her body or looks, for her soul, for her character. And she will never regret it, because she will understand that I have all this greatness in me. I have all this wealth in me. I have everything that God gave me in me. And no man have ever touched that. No man have ever robbed me except for me and my family. And my kids are benefiting from it. I'm uplifting my man every day. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do every day. My man come home, he's respectful, he's wise. My family is looked at as respectful family. You know? Imagine that. Never in trouble. Never arguing with people. We're always cool. We always got whatever we need. We don't lack. We're happy. We're grateful to God. We're good people. Never feeling sad, like to the point we depressed and we so dark inside. Our soul is vibrant. Wherever we go, people want to be around us. We are attracted to people, to great people. People talk to us respectful. You know those type of people. You go outside, you see them. Oh, instead of saying, "Excuse me, sir," let me get. You just be like, "Oh, excuse me, sir. Do you know what time it is?" Or you see somebody else. Naturally, you just feel the vibe. "Oh, what's up, bro? You got time?" Like, what's the difference? That's how it is. Imagine that's the man. Imagine women. If you're dressing modestly, they would rather go to somebody else to ask for time than you. "Oh, excuse me, ma'am. Do you know what time it is?" No, tell me one woman don't want to be respected like that by a grown man that's really vibrant, that's a real man, community leader. Come to a young lady that's 19 and put himself down like, "How you doing? Excuse me, young lady. Do you know what time it is?" And then how you feel if a great man come to you and talk to you in that way, even though he's older than you, he's wiser than you, he's richer than you, he's in next level compared to a woman that reveal her body and shit. They just be like, "Oh, excuse me, you got time? Oh, you look beautiful." Like, it's what I'm saying. Like, what has gone? What's happening to this society? They don't even feel like that no more. You will see some women online. They just want men to come and smack them. And I like a rough man. I like a tough man. What are you talking about? Go find your man, like, and stay with that man. And whatever you're looking for, do that in private. You know what I'm saying? There's no respect in that. Imagine the people looking at you, kids around, all these people around you, how they see you. Oh, if this nigga can do that, when I catch you next time, let me see if I can do that too. And even if it's a man that you don't love, the fact that they think they have a chance with you should piss you off as a woman. you're not my class, you're not my type, you're not my level. You gonna come and talk to me? You're supposed to feel proud. You know, I'm African, right? Let's say this is what women used to do back then. When they have an argument with their husband or whatever's going on that's not good, they say, I put my right hand up. There's no man in this world that can put my hand down by saying that they ever slept with me or touched me in a sexual way or seen my naked body. And no man would. And they feel pride. They feel proud. And why you getting mad at me? Telling their husband, why you getting mad at me? I never changed you. No man ever touched me. No man, I never looked at no man. No matter how much the beef is, that man will forgive because it's the truth. But imagine the whore putting her hands up. She won't even do it because she know like there's 3 people around that's going to do that. Your inside is fucked up. I know you probably feel all type of emotions. And it sounds like I'm attacking wholeness, all this shit. Yes, I'm attacking it. Because when you become a good person, people attack you. The truth is, yeah, we going back and forth. That's the truth, bro. I ain't saying I'm perfect, but I see what I see and I talked about what I talked about. That's my opinion. And if you want to challenge me for my opinion, you can DM me. We can talk about it. I don't care what it is. But the truth is, men are suffering, especially fathers are suffering. Now it's not just the daughters making them suffer, it's the man. You see your son, they can't even listen to you. They'll go get another role model, like look up to somebody online that don't even know shit about your life, that don't share the same last name as you. And you're like, oh, I want to be like him. What a disrespect to your family, to your lineage, bro. Yeah, your father might not be at the position you want to be in, but he once hoped to be there. He can tell you why he didn't make it. And you do the opposite. You're going to make it. Your father will never lie to you. He's the only person that wants you to be better than them. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all these mentors. They all want something from you. They all want, I don't care how much they're helping you. It's not even the best situation anyways. Learn from your own mistake and get better according to what your life is revealing to you. Everybody go through different problems. He may have came from a family that don't have 2 parents at home. You came from family with both parents, but they're just poor. Yeah, he made it, but there's a different way to make it. You want the same position as him, but there's a different way to make it. My way, the way God is revealing to me. I think in a certain way. My thought process is wired a certain way. His thought process is wired a certain way. If you have a mentor, he's going to try to shift you the way you think to the way he thinks. So now, instead of being your own individual, you are him. You are a version of him. I don't give a fuck how much you succeed in life. You didn't succeed. He succeeded because he made you turn into him. I don't need no mentors. You don't need no mentors. Life may be hard. You may not be a millionaire in your 20s or 30s, but if you keep pushing according to your path, according to what you see, how you see life, being positive, doing right, you may be a millionaire when you're 70, and you're really a millionaire because you actually experienced a lot. You can teach a lot. There's a lot of people that's making money on podcasting, millions of dollars by just speaking about their wisdom. So wisdom is valuable now. We can get into the world where positivity is being sought after. People want to be good. People want to change from the bad. And another thing I want to talk about, everything you see on social media, somebody put it there for a reason. Let's just talk to you right now. You that I'm talking to, you. Let's say if you choose to put a video on YouTube, you have an ulterior motive. Either you want your video to blow up, you want to change somebody's life, you have something to gain. Let's assume you're an inventor. You invented a light bulb. Why would you invent the light bulb? Or because you want a light in your room, you don't want to be in the darkness, you don't want to use candles because it can cause fire and all that. You want to help other people, you want to make money. So why would somebody invent a phone? Why? This thing. Look, this is my phone. If I look into this, I see everything. And most of it is teaching me something, selling me something, changing my mindset, changing me a little bit, showing me a different way of thinking, different way of dressing, different way of talking, different type of women that I didn't even see in my community. And now I want that. But when I put this down, I go outside. If I didn't watch that, I had my own way of thinking. I had my own way of talking. My tone is different. I don't have to sound like everybody else, like, what's good, bro? Like, what's up? Like, I talk like this when I don't have this. I like that woman because I see her every day. I like her. But now that I see this type of woman, this is the one I want. And I go outside, I can't find it. Now I want to be rich so I can travel the world, get her private jet to come see me so she can really have a chance with me. Now your idea, your mind is fucked up. You're becoming somebody else. You're not really you. But the best way to be really you is put this down. Understand that this is a device that somebody thought about. Damn, if I can put this in somebody's hand and give them a Wi-Fi and advertise all my product, they're gonna keep buying it. And I don't even have to put people outside on the field to pull up to house and door to door and sell them phones, sell them things, all the things. Now everything is bought from this phone. This is bought from this phone. Everything in my room is bought from this phone. So without this, I wouldn't have known about all this shit. How do you have the ability to buy something from China if you didn't have this? What was you going to have in your room if you didn't have this? So somebody's winning. Somebody's business plan is working. Give them a device, advertise everything. Then we can just keep the inventories in the warehouse. When they buy it, we ship it. We don't even got to go out, do too much. We don't got to hire that many people. It's a good business, successful business, very intelligent man. And a lot of people, they don't even question anything. Oh, wow, I like these shoes. What is New Balances? Oh, that's the guy. That's what Tiger's wearing. Oh, that's what this person's wearing. I just want that. Amir jeans. But if I didn't have this, my area never have a Amir store. They don't have Gucci stores. How can you want something you never seen before? What's the main benefit of this? 100% benefit of this. The only thing is to call my loved one. Call. Everything else you do on this bitch is benefiting somebody else, but not you. I don't care if you learn something here. You didn't experience it. You didn't go through it. You just know it. And it's not benefiting you at all because you can't teach it. You can read 10,000 books. Very intelligent man. If you had a debate, if you're talking about quotes and facts, you're going to win. But if you're talking about wisdom, I can only go through one experience that you didn't go through, and I'm winning. So wisdom over knowledge. I know I'm going crazy right now, and this is just off the top. I'm speaking from my heart, and this is how I really feel. That's why I believe that people's going to challenge me. People's going to think I'm full of shit. I'm just talking about whatever. That's why I say it's a challenge. I'm ready to stand for my thoughts, my beliefs, whether it's true or not. I think it, so it's true to me. Why would my mind pick it up? Why would I think of it? Why? I don't allow this to dictate how I think, how I shop, how I do whatever. I do it because I feel like it's a purpose. If I do it, there's a burden inside of me that's lightened. I had to do this video. Because if I didn't, every single day I'm skipping, I feel like, damn, I need to do that video. Why do I feel like I need to do it? Because my soul is talking to me. People don't even have that. When I have an idea, I can't sit on it. I must do it. Whether it's premature or not, I don't care. Look at my videos. It's sloppy. I don't care because the thought came in my mind and I feel excited right then and there. So I do it right then and there. I don't have to wait, sit and write all that. Fuck that. If you follow me because you want raw knowledge, then you can get raw knowledge. Forget the professionalism. It can come later. But for now, that's what it is. I'm going through my journey. So as I learn, I put it out here. Sometimes these are my thoughts. Some people call it conspiracy theory. Me, it's facts. I thought about it. Nobody influenced me. This is what I think. This is what I see. According to my life, everything I said is a reality. So whether I think right or wrong, this is the point my mind is developed at. This is what I see. Maybe my mind is going to keep evolving. Then I'll see the truth. I'll keep getting better. But for now, this is where I'm at. I'm ready to do whatever for my thoughts, for my belief, for whatever I believe in. I'm standing on it 100%. You know, I don't care. I can do whatever, violence, whatever, for my thoughts, for my belief. I made a video talking about if you say something, if you talk about whatever you believe, your thoughts, and you're not attacked for it, just know you are conquered. If you think outside the box, you can change the whole world. All you have to do is make people question. And if they question themselves, that means they're not really sure no more. And you sound sure, they're going to try to attack you. Why do you believe in what you believe in? They're going to challenge you. Like I said, challenge me. And then if I stand and I make sense, who wins? I change the whole fucking atmosphere, change the whole world. Because I know what I'm talking about and I stand on it. You attack me on this part, I give you my answer from that part. You attack me in a different, I give it to you. But you still doubting yourself. I'm not doubting myself. I said what I said. That's the only way you can change the world now. You ain't gonna change the world by doing what? You don't need no mentors. You don't need other people's money. Live life with purpose. You feel a burden on you. You feel like making this video, but you know it sounds crazy. They're gonna cancel you. Why not make it? Because if you don't, who's suffering? That burden keep adding up. You feel useless every day, sitting at home like, damn, I should have made that video. I need to make that video. I'm gonna wait till I get the camera. I'm gonna wait till I do this. Failure. You're gonna sit there and allow yourself to suffer because you can't make a pussy video, a small video. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit on my shit. I don't sit and watch and hope and do that. Nah. If I feel that burning in me, I don't care if I make money from it or not. I just want to get rid of that assignment that God assigned me. Because if I didn't do this video, I would feel like, damn, I didn't do this video. I need to do it tomorrow. I don't want to sit here wasting my thought power on something I can do right now and talking about, damn, what's the strategy? I don't need no strategy. I'm just going to sit here and say it until I feel like I'm satisfied. I said everything that was in me. I poured it out and I'm good. Notice that whenever you procrastinate, you suffer. But whenever you do it, you feel good. Let's assume you have a task at hand. You just felt like, I got to do this. And you do it right then and there. You don't suffer that long. Every second you wait, you suffer more. You suffer more. Whether your business is premature, you have to think it through. You have to have the best plan. Fuck plan. I don't need none of that. I just do it sloppy. It's cool. I don't do my work for other people's attention. I do my work to release whatever burden I have in me. I don't want to sit here and be like, damn, I should have made that video. That's why my video is all over the place and I'm okay with it. It's my video. You know, when I watch people's video, I don't watch for how good they are, how good the edit is. I watch for the knowledge. I don't entertain. You know what I'm saying? If I watch something, everything is knowledge. I don't care if I watch the most entertaining video. I don't see the entertaining part. I see the learning part. What other people's not doing right. How I can make myself better. Shit like that. So, this is just an introduction to my podcast. Let Me Talk. My Instagram is @LetMeTalk. And TikTok is the same thing. YouTube is the same thing. Facebook is the same thing. You can follow me. And this is just raw, whatever I think about. I don't write anything. You know what I'm saying? I just give this is my note. See? This is overview. Talk about faith, success, all that. This is my note. This is it. I don't do none of that. Everything comes from my mind. You know? I don't have to do none of that. I just have a topic, you know? Like, for example, this is my next video, right? This is my note. I just put the question, then I answer according to what I feel. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be the next video, the next podcast or whatever. It's going to be why people always talk about your past when you're doing something great. And I have one example, like LiAngelo Ball. You know? He got caught stealing. But every video you watch, everything, people always mention it. He's not a thief no more. That's what he did that before. Even if it was yesterday, he's not that today. People changed. When he was a baby, he used to sit in your pants. He used to do all that. Nobody mentioned it now. Nobody bring it up because we all did it. It's a path. It's not how you start. It's how you finish life. If you was the killer and all that, and you end up being a Christian by the time you die, God judge you what you submitted. It's like submitting your final answers. The condition of which you died is what you're being judged on. It's not the way you start. I bet you there's great people that started very, very evil and they end up becoming the greatest people in the world. There's people that used to do crazy things, hurt people, harm people, do the worst thing, and they end up becoming good Muslims, good Christians. So it's not how you start, it's how you finish. That's how God judges you. That's why there's always chances to repent. But why we always choose negativity over positivity? Somebody can do something a year ago, 2 years ago. Whenever you mention that person, you always bring in that negative thing they do. What about you? If you was that famous, what about you? How many negative things you did that people is not mentioning? This is why I say, man, on your path to greatness, you always have to keep in your mind. People's going to use the worst thing about you, whether you told somebody or not, just always have in your mind. If somebody bring this thing to me, even though it's sensitive to me, I'm going to tell them, yes, you're not wrong. You're right. I actually did that. And I'm okay with it. That was me then. That's not me now. And I'm only rocking for the people that understand in life you evolve, you get better. I don't give a fuck if I was a murderer last year. I'm not anymore. I changed my ways. I'm different. Who cares? Always bringing past, like even in society, like you get a job, like let's say, oh, you was a criminal 10 years ago. Yes. So what? I'm a criminal. I was a criminal 10 years ago. What about now? Do I look like a criminal? Am I a criminal? It's 10 years ago. That's where I was. My mind was not developed. I didn't know no better. Now I know. God is guiding me. I know. So what's the problem? You know? They want people to stay in their path, in their past, and never evolve. And they put that in your record, and now you can't get jobs. You can't do none of that because you was something back then. What about now? If I'm a pastor now, what's up with that? Why can't you judge me of what I am now? You know? Why do you have to put people in jail instead of letting them know what they did and trying to change their mindset and trying to teach them how, as a human, if you're a Christian, teach them the religious scriptures, turn it into a school type, teach them the religious scripture. What religion are you? Muslim? I'll teach you Muslim. This is how you're supposed to be. Whatever. Make them become a better person. You don't keep them there and keep promoting the negativity so they can hurt each other and do that and stay in the same mindset. The only reason you do all these negative things is because your mindset is set on those negative things. All you have to do is change your mindset and you view yourself different and you act different. But they know that. They don't care. They just want you to be the same old you and always judge you that. Let's assume it's been 10 years since you was a criminal. And they keep bringing that to you. You can't get no job. That feeling will come right back. Damn, just because I'm a criminal, like now your vibe is off. Let's assume you was happy. You was in a good mood. You coming to get the job. They tell you, now we can't hire you because you was a criminal 10 years ago. The ride back home is not going to be the same vibe. They just brought you back to your past because they want you to fail. Society don't want you to move. You know, that's why I don't really care about these rules. I don't really believe in it because what's the purpose of having these rules? If God gave us rules and God don't have angels that whenever you sin, they just grab you and lock you up and send you to hell or send you where. But you do something wrong in society, police is grabbing you, putting you in jail. How tough are you? The person that's locking you up probably sin the most. And if we're in a world that's controlled by God and God is saying that everything you do is being written against you and you will be judged for it, who are you to send me to this human judge? Who are you to send me to this human cell and locking me up for something negative I did, which is a sin at the end of the day? If I rob somebody, it's a sin. Not to say I'm a robber. I'm never that. But I'm just saying the truth. Why can't jail be a place where you teach people whatever they need to know about themselves? You help them find themselves, self-discovery. Either through Jesus or through Allah, through Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Why not? Why does he have to be a place where you hold criminals and allow them to still be criminals and hurt each other? If you know everything's mindset, why? That's the problem. You can do the easiest thing and they'll lock you up for it. But you can sin. God is the greatest of all. And he still give you a chance to repent, to change. But these humans won't give you that chance. Oh, once a killer, you always kill. Once a criminal, you always a criminal. Who cares? If God can forgive me, who are you to tell me you can't forgive me? I don't even need your forgiveness. Like, this is crazy. Imagine me sitting in front of a judge, like, he telling me I'm going to put you in jail. Who are you to put me? You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to take me there, on your own. Like, I'm not abiding by none of that rule. You know? Who are you? Like, you know what I'm saying? God always give us chances. You know? That's why I don't care what religion you are. Your religion have a rule of how life's supposed to be, how leaders supposed to rule, how everything is charged, like penalties of doing whatever you're doing. They don't care about that. But these people quick to come and look for you. Oh, you did this crime. Do you sin, sir? Of course you do. So what about that? Because being a criminal is basically sinning. What's the difference? Your sin and my sin, what's the difference? Only God knows the magnitude of it. And I'm not saying it's a problem not to have law and order. It's okay, but I just need to change the mindset of it, the view of it. Give people grace. Understand that people change. And of course, you have the ability to see if somebody changed or not. With this technology, you can tell who's doing who's doing what. But I'm just saying, man. I'm not saying it's okay to be a criminal. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. And law and order is definitely needed. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying the morale behind it is my problem. Because it's like no mercy. That's the vibe that you get. No mercy. Oh, you broke the rule, no mercy. Who are you? Yeah, that's just one thing of it. You know what I'm saying? But just know, we're going to talk about our life-related things. We're going to talk about our thought-provoking things. And I'm going to get into some reaction videos because I'm only gonna react to positive videos that have a lot of lessons. Cause sometimes that's how I watch my videos. I watch my videos and I have my own thoughts, what I think of it, what lessons from it. I do that also, and sometimes I can do day in the life type where before I leave the house, I have one thought in my mind, and then as I go through the day, I just let myself be inspired, to find the answers, to connect the dots. So I do a lot, but everything's life related, real raw, like nothing artificial, and I don't allow things to alter my mind and change my perspective. I'm keeping my perspective unless it's time to change, and I won't know when God is trying to shift my mindset. And it happened too many times, so I know I don't need to let these things to change my mindset to make me want something I don't want. It's simple. I gave you the example. When you're using this in your room right now, watching the videos, turn it off and look around you. What do you see? That's your life. This is not your life. This isn't your life. When you turn this off and look around you, that's your life. You go outside, look around your block, that's your life. You go around, look at the nearest shopping center, that's your life. That's what you have access to. Look at the woman in your neighborhood, that's what you have access to. Everything else is far-fetched. I'm not saying don't dream, but you will never know about the other people if you didn't have this. That's why back then, when this didn't exist, a bad woman, a bad like what they call bad girl, a beautiful 10 out of 10 woman, only know the people in her community. So she choose the best one in her community. Now it's worldwide. I mean, I talked about a lot, and I still have a lot to talk about, but I'm just gonna cut it here. And I believe I'm satisfied with whatever I said here. I'm satisfied with this, and I believe this is a good introductory video, and I believe this is gonna attract a lot of people. And I only want people that's thinking for themselves. If you're not that, I don't care how much you want to support. Don't support nothing. I want to build a community of like-minded people that want to seek the truth, find the truth, self-discovery, focus on their own path. I don't care if you look up to me. I don't want you to think the way I think. I don't want you to talk the way I talk. Talk the way you talk, think the way you think, and amplify and build up on it. I'm just going to be the guide. That's it. I'm just going to guide you and tell you how I do mine. And if you think it's something that you would do, follow your path. Don't look up to me. Don't do nothing. None of that. I don't care how much celebrity. I don't care how much views, how much nothing I get. I'm just a regular person that only focus on this path and this. I'm an introvert. I never saw myself doing these videos, but I feel like it's a purpose. I have to do it. That's why I say I have that feeling in me. If I don't do it, then I'll be like, damn, I need to do that video. Nah, I need to do it. And I don't beat myself down for shit. So why would I beat myself down? I'm not going to do that. God gave me an assignment. I must deliver. I feel that assignment in me. I must do it. Now I feel way better because I did my video. I feel more comfortable. When I started, it wasn't the same vibe. It was just like, yeah, calm. No. But now I'm good. This is how I want to feel every day. I want to feel like this every second. And I know a lot of people have a lot of things in their mind they want to talk about. They want to talk about on the internet. They want to teach people, but they're scared how people's going to receive them. Who cares how people's going to receive them? You suffering. You're suffering. You feel that burden in you, deliver so you can feel good. You can feel good. Why the fear of other people can stop you from taking the pain out of you? I don't get it. You're suffering. The only time you'll feel at ease if you do that thing that you were supposed to do. Why not do it? You don't even know these people anyways. Who cares? You don't even got to read your comment. Just do it and turn your phone off, and that's it. You feel free. You have a purpose to do. Do it. Who cares? I don't get it. Sometimes it don't even make sense to me. You sitting at home every day for the last 3 years. Damn, I know I'm meant to be a YouTuber. I know I'm meant to teach these people this thing that I've been seeing in life that I'm not agreeing with. I know for the last 3 years, you've been going through it, suffering yourself, giving yourself pain. And if you die early because of stress, you caused it. All you have to do is make a freaking video to a regular human, just like you. Don't make sense.